everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Katarina. Today's video is going to be my foundation collection and inventory video. So a couple of weeks back I started the inventory series here in my channel, so I will share with you the makeup products I have and the number of products I have, and also I will talk about my goal, how much of this certain product type I would like to have. A couple of weeks back I started with my primers, and today I'm going to talk about my foundations. In my primer video you saw that I am actually a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of primers I do have. With my foundations that is not the case, and there is a couple of reasons to that. The first one is that I know what I want from foundations, and I rarely anymore buy foundations I know I wouldn't like. So I prefer foundation that is lightweight but still medium to full coverage and lasts long in the skin. I don't like foundations that are sheer. I don't have any BB creams, CC creams. For me there is no point to put those to my face because I want to cover the redness I do have on my face, and I do not have perfect skin by any means. My skin is oily combo skin. It gets a little bit oily on the T-zone, but I also don't want my foundation to be too heavy and too cakey. That's the first reason why I don't buy that much foundations, and the second reason is the bigger reason. So it is the cosmetic selection in Finland, which is really bad, and you know it if you live here. So we don't have here in Finland many of the brands that are sold in United States, or even many of the brands that are sold in Sweden, which is the neighborhood country of ours. Actually, my sister and I have been planning to go to spend a day in Stockholm, Sweden, just because we want to go to shop makeup to Sephora. We don't have brands that I would like to buy foundations from, like e.l.f. Or actually we do have e.l.f. now in some online stores, but it's way overpriced. We don't have Wet n Wild, we don't have Too Faced, Kat Von D, Cover FX, Fenty. Many brands that I would like to try foundations from, but I just cannot go and buy it. Most of the times I like buying cosmetics online. However, foundation is exception on this. I do buy sometimes foundations online if I know that the shade is correct, or if the foundation is affordable. I don't mind it that much, but I would definitely not buy 30, 40, even more dollar foundation online because I'm sure the shade would go wrong. I think it's a little bit same than buying perfume online. I mean, you can read what the scents are, but you really cannot smell it. So I think it's a little bit similar with foundations. And if I'm going to spend that much money to foundation, that shade better match me, and I'm so bad at shade matching myself online. So let's get into the number of foundations I have. I do have one foundation mixer, and from one foundation I do have 4 shades, or actually 3 shades and one backup, but if we count only one shade, I do have 5 different foundations and they are all here. So I think 5 is quite good number for me. I'm not overwhelmed the same way than about my primers, and I actually wouldn't mind if I have like 1 or 2 more of foundations. However, I think like 7 is probably like a maximum number for me. Let's go through my foundation collection, and I'm going to start with a foundation mixer I do have only one Lightening foundation mixer. So this one is the Body Shop Lightening Shade Adjusting Drops. As you can see, I am very light skin tone. I am not like the palest of complexions, but sometimes I do have difficulties to find a shade that matches me. It depends on a foundation a little bit, but I need these drops quite often. And what I love about in these drops is that these don't change the result of the foundation. They do make the foundation maybe just a little bit more lightweight, but I don't mind that much. But I don't think this affects to the coverage of the foundation, and I don't think there is any oil or anything like that in here, so this one doesn't make your foundation go oily and slippery. Honestly, I have not had that amazing luck with the Body Shop makeup, but this one is so good. I do have a couple of lighter coverage foundations, or these are not even light coverage foundations. I don't have any sheer coverage foundations, but I would say that these are like medium coverage. So the first one is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I do have this in shade Porcelain. I really don't like this foundation that much. It's alright. It looks good when you apply it, but for my skin, this is not the best. I need to use quite much, and I think this doesn't stay on good at all. So I only like to use this if I have to wear makeup very short amount of time. Then another medium coverage foundation of mine is this Smashbox Studio Skin 15-hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. I actually have done a review of this foundation and I will link it down below. This foundation is alright. I am not sure why I bought this. I think some YouTubers had talked about this and I wanted to give it a go, and it was on sale on Kicks. However, I very rarely spend this much money on a foundation that is not full coverage or that claims to be hydrating. It's not my favorite, honestly, but this is something that I will use up next winter. As I told you, I love foundations that are lightweight but still have very good coverage and that they stay on my skin very well. That almost sounds like too good to be true, but a foundation that has been my previous favorite that works amazingly well on my skin is the Too Faced Born This Way foundations. And actually, this foundation is the only high-end foundation that I have repurchased. Foundations are something that drugstore foundations work on me very well, and they are something that I run through quite quickly, so I really don't want to spend a lot of money to foundation if it's not like perfect, and this one is super good. It is so lightweight, but still it covers incredibly well. I don't know, however, if I will repurchase this because I do have foundation that works very similarly on my skin from the drugstore, and also Too Faced is not sold in Finland. I have bought this from Sephora when I was last time in Stockholm. I don't know if I will buy this when I go next time to Sephora. Maybe, maybe not. I really don't like Too Faced as brand anymore. This one I do have in shade Vanilla. It is too deep for me now, so it is good shade when I do have tan on. Then a foundation from drugstore that actually works very similarly on my skin than the Too Faced one is this Catrice 24 hours made to stay makeup, and I'm actually wearing this today. I do have it in shade 5 Ivory Beige. The bad thing in this is that their shade range is like shit. They do have 4 shades, it's sad. But if you can find a shade from this foundation, it is really good. It is very lightweight, looks natural on skin and doesn't look cakey at all, but still it's very good coverage. I do have it on today. I think my skin looks absolutely flawless. I love this foundation and it stays on very well. Then the last foundation that I have, that is my absolutely holy grail foundation. I love this foundation. I have nothing bad to say about this, is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. So I do have here 3 different shades and 1 backup shade. So I do have shade Porcelain, which I use in winter, but I need to mix in Lightning drops. Then I do have shade Puff, that is my kind of like Finland summer shade. Then I do have shade Shant, that is for me like if I'm extremely tanned, but then I need to go somewhere where it's really sunny. I absolutely love this foundation, but I unfortunately am afraid that e.l.f. may be discounting this because they haven't restocked the lighter shades in forever. iHerb doesn't carry this foundation. Beauty Joint doesn't carry this foundation. I cannot order it from anywhere. This foundation is so good that I actually would pay the price they ask for it in Finland. However, it is not sold in Finland, and in Finland, if you are interested, e.l.f. prices are about 3 times as high as in US. This one is super full coverage and it really lasts on your skin so good. Even though this is so full coverage, it is not like cakey and heavy. This does have salicylic acid in it, so it may be a little bit drying if you do have dry skin, but I don't really have dry skin, so I don't have to think about it. But I must say it's not a foundation I would use in daily basis on winter time. This is my foundation collection and inventory video. To sum it up, I do have now 5 different foundations, and I think that's a good amount. But I must say I could do only with one. I could do only with this Catrice Make Your Stay makeup, or the Too Faced Born This Way makeup if it was more easily available for me, because these are something that I feel they work in everyday basis. They work no matter what time of the year it is. I will do another inventory video in a couple of weeks maybe. So if you did like this video, please put thumbs up and see you in my next video. Bye bye!